another video about Paralives. If you haven't seen my previous two, they have been uploaded to this channel at the exact same time as this one, on the exact same day as this one. So just click on the eye in the top right corner to watch those videos, or scroll down and the links are going to be at the top of the description. So let's continue with Paralives. You don't have to watch the last episodes, don't worry, I will not exclude anything, but if you want to learn the whole detailed process of Paralives, be sure to check those two videos out. So, Paralives is going to be open world, which a lot of people seem to be really excited about because of the Sims 4 drama. So, in The Sims 4, whenever you want to go to a lot or go anywhere, you have to click on it and then a loading screen pops up and then magically you're there, which a lot of people really hated. Unlike in The Sims 3, where you can just walk around because it's an open world, which people really seem to enjoy. So Paralives has clearly taken inspiration from that and people's love for open worlds and applied it to their own game, which I personally love, that they're listening to their audience instead of just doing whatever the heck they want. Talk about you, Sims, EA. So let's talk about cars. Apparently there's going to be working cars, actually usable cars in the game, as we can see from a little screenshot that gives off some of the details, as well as some other posts they have made on their Twitter as well as their website. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's going to be so amazing to watch how this game comes together. Now, of course, as any simulation game, there are going to be houses, but this building system is going to be so much better than any simulation game you have ever seen. I've talked about this in my previous two videos, but I still want to talk about this because there's so much more to talk about. Here are some of the clips from the building videos, and they are so incredibly amazing to watch. They're so satisfying, they're so neat, so clean, and to think of a game that could actually have all these features, it's amazing. But unlike most simulation games, this game, Paralives, is actually going to have livable boats. Yeah, you heard me right, livable boats. Boats that you can actually live on in the ocean. Seriously, I am not joking. This is actually going to be a feature in this game. And it is going to be so amazing to play. There are also rumors going around, as well as some details in the posts that they have done on their website about possible other animals. For example, there are clearly going to be dogs, since that is a profile picture for one of the creators of Paralives, and it is mentioned in a bunch of different decorations as well. There is also a screenshot that they have posted on their Twitter where there is a dog, but what if that dog is just like a stationary object? You know, what if it's just a decoration? Well, think again. That dog is clearly moving because you can see it is kind of smushed, which is usually what happens when game creators try to make something move, because it gets kind of distorted. Which gives us the idea that dogs will actually be functioning and they will be in the actual game, unlike The Sims 4, where it came in separately on a separate pack that you had to pay separate money for. So this is probably going to be a good save of money because they're giving us so many features, where The Sims 4 doesn't really listen to us much, doesn't listen to their community, doesn't interact as much as we would like them to, and also just keeps on making packs where you have to pay even more money for basic things that should just be in the game already. As well as the fact that they're going to introduce dogs, there is some rumors going around about cats, but those are not confirmed. Those are just people's speculation, because most of the time when they make dogs, they usually make cats too. Now, in The Sims 3 pets that EA has released, there were dogs, cats, and horses. It seems like Paralives has taken inspiration from that when it comes to the dogs and the horses. Yes, you heard me right, this amazing game has horses. Now, horses are going to be a feature. It is not 100% confirmed, but they are in the making, which is just the coolest thing ever, and I can't wait for more sneak peeks on how the horses will function. Hopefully they will be even better than the horses that were provided in The Sims 3. Let me correct myself. They weren't provided in The Sims 3. They were provided in a different, separate pack that you had to pay even more money for in The Sims 3. There are also going to be lighting changes, color wheels, and so much more. Now, on the Paralives Twitter feed, we have seen this super cool video that they have uploaded. Now, this is a set of headphones on a figure that they're editing using a color wheel and patterns, as well as brightness adjustments. As we can see on the screen, people assume that this is going to be an object or a clothing item, which I would say is a pretty understandable assumption. So this tells us there's probably going to be a color wheel in Paralives like there was in The Sims 3. But it's going to be way more advanced because it also includes a bunch of different things such as brightness and patterns. We are hoping to have more patterns, but those are not confirmed. Those are just a speculation that people have made since there is only currently 4 patterns. This also gives us the fact that everything in the Paralives game will be adjustable to color, which is just the most amazing news that this game has ever provided to people like me who love to customize stuff as much as they can. You can customize so many different things and it's so amazing. It looks like there is also a color number right underneath the color wheel. So if you want a particular color so that all of your things can match, you can just copy and paste that color ID in there and it will give you the exact same color, which is really helpful for those of us like me, honestly, who really hate it when things are just a little bit off or they're like slightly darker or slightly lighter, and I don't want to keep on going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to try to make sure everything matches. So I can just copy and paste the color ID and then everything will be matching and beautiful. It also looks like the official logo for Paralives is going to be a pear, as we can see on the wireless headphones. Now, this is probably a hint towards how they are kind of getting influenced from Apple, since Apple's logo is obviously an apple. Paralives is going to use a pear. Now, this is a bit of a nod to Victorious and Nickelodeon and Sam and Cat and a bunch of those Nickelodeon shows where they use pear pads. And hopefully that's not a copyright issue. It might be. They might have not have thought of that since Nickelodeon did invent or create the idea of pear-themed Apple products. Now, I don't know about how well Paralives the game is going to be, but I can assume that it's going to blow The Sims out of the water. EA is going to be destroyed. But then again, Paralives is a small indie game that is still being made, and it looks like it's being made particularly slowly. Unlike EA, who is a large corporation and a huge company that has multiple employees who can bring out content as fast as possible. Then again, their content isn't that good, so I would honestly and truly prefer them to be more like Paralives. As I was saying, I would prefer The Sims 4 to just take their time and give us actual good stuff. Unlike what they're currently doing, which is pretty dumb. They are just pumping out content that is useless and people are making fun of it. Like, that's what their brand is now. They're just begging for money. That's it. But the worst part is a lot of people are still buying their stuff. So, like, we can't complain when we are getting fooled by this trick. So, Paralives is going to be an amazing game. I can assure it. Even if it isn't that amazing when you play it, I would honestly just buy it just for the building tools. because it is so amazing just to watch. Not even to play, just to watch. It is amazing. If you guys want to learn more about Paralives and you haven't seen my other 2 videos, they also have a website, which is probably going to be linked in the description, as well as a Twitter account. Hopefully I won't forget to add that, but if I do, it's just Paralives Game, or go to Paralives Game on Twitter and then click on the link in their bio. As I said before, I have made 2 other videos on this that have been uploaded at the same time as this one. Go check those out if you haven't already, and I probably will be making more Paralives content in the future because it is such an amazing game. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you're excited for this game. I am so excited for Paralives. Honestly and truly, I am ecstatic. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel. It takes a long time to make these videos, and it takes a lot of hard work, and I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next one. Hopefully. Bye!